This is the presentation of the Urban Form and Design Assignment 3. The name and the topic is the Urban Complex on the Flow, explore the urban form based on linear elements. This report is divided into 6 parts. The first chapter creates the evaluation system, while the second discusses the site selection. Then chapters 3 to 5 will provide a detailed investigation from 3 perspectives and describe the findings. And the final chapter will be the conclusion. Chapter 1, Evaluation System. This section is intended to explain how to set up an evaluation system. It is divided into 3 steps. The method used to investigate urban morphology in this research is called 5GO, which refers to 5 primary elements. They are function, space, connection, feeling, and material. They established an evaluation framework for assessing urban form performance. Along with the assignment requirements and study site, there will be 3 key research components identified. They are the ability, sensing, and the form. Finally, 3 sets of scoring results for each one will be listed and stacked together to show the performance score, which will be relevant and useful in future planning analysis. Chapter 2, Site Information. The chapter builds upon A2 study areas located along the Hawthorne Canal in the inner west. In the neighborhood hub, about 200 meters reaches from the Lewisham West Light Rail Station, and a few reasons why pick up this site for in-depth research: because it has the highest building density and most complex structure inside this area, combines 3 mobility aspects that influence urban form: waters, greenways, and byway tracks, and has a future greenway upgrading plan along the way, which is more practical and realistic. Chapter 3, The Ability. This chapter looks at the current composition of the sites in 5 different aspects. In terms of traffic flow arrangement, section View A reveals that the site separated in pedestrians, vehicles, and cyclists through a vertical space layout, ensuring hierarchy and safety. However, connectivity and accessibility are poor at this site. Dead-end roads, walls, gates, and other obstacles all point out that horizontal connections are far lower than the vertical hierarchy. The public spaces inside are primarily located on each side of the light rail platform. When combined with train and building noise, risk, and other issues, the recreational user will suffer. The design and construction of these limited public venues are quite unique and creative, but connectivity is a more pressing issue at the stage. So the final ability score is function 4, space 5, connect 3, feeling 4, and material 4. Chapter 4, the Sensing. Chapter 4 focuses on evaluating the sense of place and will concentrate on 3 landmarks. For the Mango Flour Mill, the entry pass is lighted in some angle to express some kind of seriousness. For Harvest Park, it adopts the dark red color scheme comparable with the flour mill nearby. And providing a bouncing effect together with warm lighting, it creates a peaceful atmosphere. For Hudson Street Park, on the upside, features of colors, materials, and spatial layouts are hugely different than the other 2. It brightens the community by matching color and surrounding apartments, but they have all one issue in common: weak connectivity and limited functionality. So the final sensing score is function 3, space 5, connect 3, feeling 5, and material 4. Chapter 5, The Form. This chapter evaluates the content of the site building form. The site is dominated by dwelling apartments that generally over 20 meters in height. The public area in the center of the site has a large aspect ratio, making visual high density and leading attention to the center. Another feature is the creative interface between the building boundaries, which detects the building shapes in many strategies. Sidewalks are made of from a variety of materials and colors. Trestle bridges sit on waterways and parks to avoid crossings. These design strategies help the site stand out. The primary issues are single traffic flow and limited connectivity. Both sites have unique urban forms that clash with each other. So the final form score is function 2, space 5, connect 4, feeling 5, and material 5. Chapter 6, Conclusion. The case study results help us draw those conclusions. Spatial design, choice of materials, and flowing arrangement help the location become a landmark. As a high-density building complex, it successfully integrates the river and rail transit. 2 critical urban flow factors and strikes a balance between landscape, commuting, drainage, living, and memorials. Here, urban form performance well. There are still three major drawbacks in. First, public space in high-density residential neighborhoods is overcrowded and undiversified. Then there's no horizontal vertical circulation links exist, leaving only the station passage, and the other one is that the urban features on both sides are not matched. Furthermore, the next planning and renovations must help a lot to improve all those factors, and the Greenway planning project can improve traffic flow, connectivity, and interaction, which will be the biggest urban form challenge and achievement for the site.